Lavangela Webster has started recording. Meaning is taking notes started by Lavangela Webster. All right. In this week's episode of Sisters on the Sidelines, we will be discussing coaching from the stands and sideline beef. Are you a super fan, a super mom, or a super wannabe coach from the stands that the coaches can't stand?
Oh, that was
Because it
good.
was addressed. It was addressed. So we're just gonna get the ball warning. Ooh, yes. All right, Lavangela. I already know which one you are, but I'm gonna let you tell your story, girl. How was your weekend? Because
Yes.
we are all coming fresh off of football games, finally, and we're all gonna record at the same time, coming fresh off of games.
Very true. This week's recap was Darian's last game of his eighth grade season. Um, Rough loss, very tough to watch. He played once against one of his track teammates. And he had a band concert this week. So, but the game was trash. But he played decent. He got a couple sacks. I mean, not sacks, tackles. I know football is just brainwashed, brain fog. Okay. Anything else happened this week? Not in the sports world. No, but he was torn up over the loss of the last game. It was eighth grade season. So yeah, that's my week. Tanisha?
I had a pretty good weekend. Let's see. Start off with some high school football, Friday night lights. Then kicked it off with some little league football with the Mighty Mites. Um, they played a team that had no wins. Probably the team lowest ranked in the league. The coach sent out a heads up, not the coach, the president sent out a heads up just so the starter parents would be aware of what was going on before this took place. And we greatly appreciate that. That once the team got to 20, then, the Sunday crew was coming in. So I think parents received it a whole lot better than a previous experience. So they did real good. Trayton was throwing a lot. He did a fumble recovery, ran it in for a touchdown. Did a little one-hander. He's a lefty, so that's why I'm using my left hand. And supported the Sunday team once they came in. So the starters were very supportive, very encouraging. They were running up and down the sidelines, being water boys, the water crew, hyping them up and, sacrificing their playtime so the Sunday crew could get in. And then cheer. Kesslin cheered all 3 games. It got hot. I know how she is when it gets hot. But she got snacks for days, so I think that kept her into it. I even got a text from another mom of like, look at Kesslin down there getting it. So it was pretty good. Good weekend. And then Sunday, just came from football training. Back-to-back sessions, working with his age group and doing some QB training.
And for my weekend, there was a very intense head-to-head Friday night football, Fern Creek and Bullet East. We did not win the game, but we played. And my youngest was on the sidelines during the varsity middle school game, which was also a tough loss, but very exciting due to the parents in the stands.
Same loss.
My eldest thought he broke his thumb, but it's not broken. It's a high sprain. I asked him why they play like that. He said they ate some fried chicken before the game. Y'all remember when we played sports? We was not eating no fried chicken before no games. Did we even get to eat before games?
You did, but if you ate something heavy, even a hamburger, you was getting ridiculed for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was usually high carbs. We went to Fazoli's.
Something like pasta, some Fazoli's, or something like that. Okay. Because when it's 2 people on the team, when they bellies is sticking out too far, I'm like, what did y'all eat before the game? And my son is one of those people. And I was just like, what did you eat before the game? He was like, fried chicken.
He had that drip drop.
Anyway, he had that drip drop. But yes, so I barely have a voice. It was very intense. It was a rival game. We did not win, but I mean, it happens. And I think the message is to be relayed. If your parents want to coach from the stands, tell them they need to get on the sidelines. But then I know that wasn't us. That was, you know who that was. He was sitting right beside us calling people. But yeah, that was it for me.
So I was a super fan this weekend, trying to bring the energy and cheering to the crowd, yelling for the middle school team to bring some energy, trying to get them on the board. There was a parent in front of me where there was an incident that another player was snatching her son's helmet. She was on the opposing team, and her son decided to report it to the refs and our coaches during halftime. This was interesting because I've never witnessed such a
I've
thing.
never seen that happen.
Never.
Yeah, I wasn't there. Can I get some?
Okay, so I'll paint the picture for you. So we're on the stands watching the games, right? Right. And from what we said, you really don't see everything, but you can see what you need to see. So then at halftime, a little boy from the other team comes over to our sideline with his coach, and now they talking to our coach. And I'm like, do they know each other? This is weird. So then the little boy proceeds to walk over to the ref who was sitting on the bench behind our team, and then they talk. So since the mama was sitting in front of us, of course she yelled the coach's name, called him over. And she was like, first she gave the thumbs up, and then she was like, I guess she said what happened anyway. So he was like, no, we was just telling the other coach and the refs they need to watch for him pulling his face mask. And I was like, my nigga Armand. But anyway, I've never seen a player actively snitch during a game. And maybe, it's because I'm used to the olders. You hear, and even in Little League, Lonzo would tell me, like, so and so did this or so and so did that. And on this next play, I did this and I did that. But I'd never seen them come to the referee and other coaches and be like, hey, they're sticking their fingers in my legs when I'm on the bottom of the pile. Because I've heard some stories about the things that go on in that football pile. But yeah, it was interesting.
Speaking of things that are going on in the football pile, do you remember the random play that happened where the boys just popped up and there was a pile up and then the opposing team popped up with the ball and ran for a touchdown?
Yeah.
Well, allegedly, they was pulling the little boy's pants down when he was running with the football. And that's why that
Because we was
incident
like,
happened.
everybody was like, how did he get the ball? And I was like, I guess he just took it from him.
No, they was pulling his pants down. He was trying to pull his pants up.
Them pants wasn't that far up anyway. Girl.
Well, that's his business, but
I
still,
mean, it was his business. I got a little insurance, but yeah.
he didn't need no assistance.
That's me. Y'all just gonna have to see some cheeks because I ain't letting go of this ball.
There it is.
Are you gonna eat the whole pizza by yourself? No, I'm not big. Okay, we just had a Wawa pizza delivery, but that's another day for another time.
They deliver? Okay.
I mean, they deliver through DoorDash. But you can place the order through the store, and they have a little bowl that's very similar to Cheeto, but it's only not as expensive. I had that for lunch today. Not right now. Thank you.
So that was this week's. Tanisha, did you have any this week episodes of Superfan beef?
No beef. I was just a super fan, cheering on the teams, cheering on the Sunday crew mainly. Um, no.
For clarification, and for those who don't know, what is the Sunday crew?
Okay, thank you very much. We so starters are those who play on Sundays. So usually, like the league rules are that if you start or play so many plays or snaps on a Saturday, you cannot play on a Sunday. So the Sunday team are those who may not get the opportunity to play on Saturdays, either because they need a little bit more improvement, still learning the game, or still learning their particular role. So there's a whole another schedule for Sunday games, which is kind of like second string, third string, where they play. So we call them the Sunday team. But yeah, so I will admit the game was a little boring when the starters was in because it was like easy touchdowns, easy catches, easy recoveries. And it got a little bit more competitive when our Sunday team came in. So I think that's why I was hyped up, super fan cheering. Because these little boys, yeah, they deserved every right to play, but it was good to see, the starters hyping them up and them having their little victories on a Saturday. But no, I can't think of any drama we had. Everybody was annoyed by the commentator. People telling him to shut up and no, we ain't gonna go over and buy nothing. And I think they was more or less mad at the refs, but then taking it out on the commentator because something happened during the game. There's like, no, don't try to change the subject. And then the whole crowd started laughing. So it was just those antics. But I think that was during the People's game. So yeah, I get all levels, peewees and juniors, since my daughter cheers for all three teams.
So, any previous events where you were a super fan or coach from the sideline yourself that you could speak on or share?
I guess I was a super fan because I don't have a voice now. But all this week, Dalen was talking about how it was hate week and this is our rival and this is our first district game. And it was kind of every night. It was we gonna F these ends up when we play Friday night. So, I kind of got brainwashed into that with him. It became my hate week because I thought we lost that game last year, but apparently we didn't. And we did this year. But it was amped up for everyone.
Yeah. So my super fan was Auntie Mo's super fan because don't nobody really know me at that game. So I can cut up all I want to. So it was interesting because we always noticed where there's a low population of a certain culture represented, that culture's habits, traditions are highly expressed during the game. So we were thrown by the music genres. And he's like, you don't even
AKA
know who this is.
Bullet East had our old 1990 and the 99 and the 2000s playlist, which I don't think y'all know nothing about that, but it was a bop.
It was about
Okay.
so it was
I
like
mean, it was like a black karaoke night. Like you
yeah.
rap half for the game.
And it was just very interesting because this music, yes, it's for everybody, but it was like almost like they was playing it as it was like shots fired, which I don't even know what it means. Like we was more hyping into the song than they were. And the crowd was just sitting there.
And it made me think, like, who curated that playlist? Not to the point where I felt attacked because a few of them was good songs, but I know where I'm at. And why y'all playing all these songs with the N word in it? What's going on?
And they came out with Nappy Roots. So he was like, no, we was like, I don't know.
Because, that Nappy Roots song, I don't know. It's very close to our hearts. But then I told Tanisha, they consider themselves country boys. So they just took the whole Nappy Roots country boys. Yeah, exactly, Lee. Your face is how we felt. And I was like, okay, I see what y'all did there. But do y'all know any of the words?
And it's like music. It has a meaning. There's a story behind everything. But they had a very well-known drummer there, supposedly. And the drummer, the artist that he plays for, I don't think they played near one of his
They
songs.
didn't. They didn't. And they kept saying it so much. I was like, is he going to perform? And they're like, Jelly Roll's drummer's here tonight because he went to Bullet East. I was like, okay. Is he going to play? But anyway, Friday night was very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I think I was mad at the, I can say I'm mad at the sportsmanship side of both, but particular player, the opposing team, it looked like he wanted all the smoke in the world. And this has gotten to me ever since I was an athlete, because when them boys is out there with them stripes on, y'all want all the smoke in the world. But catch me outside, where you at?
Well, after watching the post-game footage, it was deserved. I had to tell y'all when we get done recording.
Right.
But I will pose this question to you. Have you ever had somebody spit in your face while you're playing football?
What?
Or basketball?
Jesus. No, because I would not have been able to continue playing basketball.
And the little boy that was in everybody's face, yeah, he finished that game because he walked away.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let them see him in the streets.
We do not promote
Where
violence.
that energy gonna be at. I'm just saying. Like, don't talk all this shit now because you can hide behind the referees.
They got their get back. I just put it to you like that.
That's fair.
We
had an episode like that a couple of weeks ago. The 8th grade exhibition game. When our players was talking that. And stuff got real heated. Coaches had to run from the other side of the field. I was supposed to be playing Mazik. And the referee tried to break it up. And then that was just like, bump it. Y'all not listening to us. We just gonna call game. So they didn't even play the rest of the fourth quarter. And then we walking out. And then they started yelling out numbers. Hey, number so-and-so, where you at? So the boys, like right here, the other boys right here. My son is 2 people in front of them. The little boy right here is like, there you go, right there. I said, that's not him. That's not him. That's not the number y'all looking for. Before we
even start.
That's not what we're doing. But he was like, yeah, you want to talk all that mess now? I'm out here. Where you at? You ain't nothing but a beep, beep, beep. You ain't nothing but a beep, 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 beep. You in the whole 8th grade. And then the adults, seemingly with them, was instigating it. Like, what are we doing here?
Oh my God.
I think like in today's day and time, that's not a game you want to play with people.
No, not outside them fences. No. Not at all.
Just like I seen something, which it wasn't during the game, but it was after the homecoming game, which to me, yes, it's a football game, but that don't have nothing to do with football players. Where them 4 people got shot, I don't want to get it wrong. 4 people died, 2 people injured after that high school football game this weekend.
Hey, you missed it. Okay, recap. Fast forward, kind of related to what you're talking about. But did you see how heated it got after the Lobos game last week? We was right there walking out behind all of that mess.
So
See,
I didn't know. I
I didn't
didn't
go
know you
nowhere.
was right there because a parent was like, "Hey, keep the players over here." The opposing team's coaches is trying to fight
They were
each
trying to
other.
fight each other. Stupid. And I was like, what is happening? So of course I got daddy with me and I was like, I don't know if we should walk that way. And Darius like, yo, let's go this way. And Mario's like, oh, we gonna go that way. Okay. But they literally trying to break people up. And it ain't about that. But one person is trying to de-escalate, and the other one's like, if you want to smoke, come get the smoke. And I'm like, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no clouds. I don't want no mist. I don't want no fog.
No
Can we
straight.
not?
I don't want no secondhand smoke. I don't want no secondhand. None of it.
But yeah,
No.
it was real heated. It was two coaches. They got caught up in, the little walkway at PRP. They would stop right there, and then somebody was like, I ain't gonna say nobody's name out, but they was like, so and so, walk away. Just walk away. It ain't that serious. Da-da-da-da. You need to leave. And then after the crowd dispersed, it was a cop in the middle of all of that. But he was so tiny, man.
He was the little one with the braids.
I was like, see,
I remember him.
Yes, him. And I was like, oh, you ain't gonna do nothing, sir.
Girl, they didn't even know he was up there. He looked like a football player. They thought he was a little league player.
But yeah, that was, I don't even know why it was ever that serious, but whatever. Yeah.
So it was coaches from not the Lobos, but the other coaches from the other team was trying to fight each other.
Each other.
Girl.
All of that. I don't know what I was focused on.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like, it was outside the gate because y'all had stayed, but it happened like as soon as you passed the table to pay, they was right there first. And then they walked outside. And then when that little overpass, it was like,
Yeah, because that's a one way in and one way out. So if something pop off, it's gonna be chaos.
well, technically you can walk around that building. So not just in case you need to ever, there you can walk around the building where the buses park. To the right, yeah, straight out the gate and then go straight, and then you can go a little bit to the right and then come back around that back side of that building. Just in case for future reference.
Yes. Are we gonna air this? Because this is like a lot of like.
It'll cut
in the middle.
It'll cut the way it cuts.
Right.
Like, maybe I'm not saying that. No, I'm crazy.
Girl, that's what this whole thing is for.
Mm-hmm.
Charcoal. I must be grilling. Have you ever coached from the sideline as a parent?
Who, me?
No, I'm a like after the game type coach. I mean, I could yell stuff like "you got to block better," but or shoot the ball, but I don't think it's nothing to ever alter what the coaches have previously told them, if that makes sense. And I feel that way too because with my kids' age, I just think that it just further confuses them, and then they really don't know what to do. So after a game, before a game, we can have those one-on-one conversations, and I can explain it a little bit better. That's when I'll go into coaching mode. But I've had it happen to me plenty of times as a child.
It depends on the season. So for football, I'm more of the, like, I see him get down, put his helmet down, and then I'm say whatever his number is for that year, go to the next play. Next play, 2-2. Next play, 2. Whatever number he been in the past. Just go to the next play. You can't linger on the mistake you just made. Go to the next play. Or if he does something good, I see you. I'll see you too. I'll see you. But other than that, no, not football because I don't know football like that. Besides yelling, pass, ball, fumble. That's all you can get. Oh, they gonna know ball number 9 because he's 6 foot tall. No, but basketball as a whole, we're not there yet. We let that season come upon us because I'm gonna try to do better this year.
Yes, thank you. Do better because you are a.
But why?
I mean, it's not. I'm not telling her to do better. I'm saying. I thought she was saying no. I'm not a coach from the sidelines during basketball.
I think it's entertaining to watch her basketball game.
It is very entertaining. I can't even watch the game because I'm watching her.
I just watched that video where you recorded me and Training was like, no, let her talk. Yeah.
Kids can tell me they don't hear me no way. So they was like, you really think I can hear you? No. But I'ma still yell.
Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I smell like somebody's grilling in my house, so I think it's because my window's open. But let me go check.
There was an incident at a game where a parent yelled down at their child, I don't know what it was. Go sit down somewhere, move out the way. And then literally the child looks up in the stands and says, "Stop calling my name. Stop yelling at me." And then they was like, "Well, you ain't doing shit." And I was like,
And like you said, I guess because we went through that as child athletes. Because trust me, you will quit playing the game just so you ain't got to hear that. Because I wasn't that in love with the game anyway.
"You were there for the hot dogs and the hamburgers."
See, it's been since high school. I'm just there for the hot dogs and the hamburgers. It's like, Now, if I like basketball, when I know what's going on, we good. But I try not to be a distraction. But both of them have told me they can't hear me no way. So,
And I don't think I could really hear Daddy. It was just those moments to where, like, the ball's not in play, and I could hear him. Like,
I don't know. I could hear him.
I don't.
You don't never recall hearing pressure bust pipes?
But
Doing
that's
a
what I'm
full
saying.
court press?
Like, I don't know. When he yelled some of the stuff, I think I only heard him when the ball wasn't in play, and I remember shooting free throws and hearing them. But like I said, I wasn't back and forth. The ball wasn't in play because I definitely wouldn't have been able to focus. So I feel like somehow timeouts, like, setting up the plays, like if the ball was coming up court, I could hear him, but not when I was like doing my thing. But yeah.
I thought the tail end of your story, Tanisha, where he's talking about a parent said something.
They yelled at their athlete from the stands to the sidelines. I can't even remember if it was get out the way, sit down, or something. And they was like, "Quit yelling my name. Why are you yelling my name?" And it was like, "You ain't doing shit because you ain't doing shit." And I was like,
Jesus. Okay. My other episode, it wasn't necessarily, I was a super fan mixed with some beef. So it was during Darian's Little League football days. And he was still learning the game, but that was when he was developing into his all-starness. And they ran the ball, and he was trying to run away from everybody because they wouldn't block him. So he ran the opposite way, and then a parent beside me was like, "You're running the wrong way. You need to do." And I was like, and that would be the time that Mario did the change, and I'm up there by myself. So I was like, "You're talking my child. That's what we're not gonna do." I said, if he had some blockers, he wouldn't have to run the opposite way. Clock it. So then he goes on defense. And then he tackles and makes a tackle and tackle. And I'm like, and that's how you tackle. That's how you're supposed to tackle the ball or tackle whoever. And then they was like, oh, that was a really good play. He knows how to find the ball. He knows how to tackle. Was that your son? Yeah, you been up here talking about my son the whole time. I've been sitting there the whole time. Anyway, but that was my onside kick beef.
And then since you were the super fan in the cheer squad, when y'all got back and forth into that cheering battle and it got so loud you couldn't tell who was cheering for who, right when Noah almost scored that touchdown. And then
Yes.
the man that was sitting up behind us and the woman in front of us started cheering real loud. And then we started cheering real loud. And I'm like, now everybody's just cheering for everybody. Don't nobody know what's going on.
Yeah.
If people try to be back and forth with them little petty cheers.
Yes. Because that's why I like to start out strong as a cheerleader. Because it ain't going to be like, oh, she's just now cheering. No, I've been cheering and yelling loud like this since the beginning. You the one who's starting to chime in. So that's why I try to start strong from the beginning.
No. I feel like, I guess, because my kids are so young, it's like, I can't really get too hyped, too mad over some stuff. But I know there's gonna come a time.
I can't wait to see you get what grade is he in? Yeah, get 4-5 years from now.
Yeah.
Wait, don't he get to play basketball this year? Is he in third grade or second grade?
Third.
So he gets to play. Do they got a basketball team?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's not gonna start till December though.
Yeah.
But yeah. What, Tanisha, y'all got, 2 more games and then playoffs? Or this was the last game before the playoffs?
This is the last game before the playoffs.
I think we have a few more, hopefully. Supposedly this Friday night we'll be at home.
I'm thinking I can't go.
Why can't you go?
What I do?
She be all the time. It's her birthday.
Oh shoot, that's right.
I said the same thing. It's like, oh girl, it's your birthday.
38 years that my birthday's been happening.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll can't wait to see photos. Celeste, tell us about your background. I love it.
Your background picture, not your background and anything else.
Girl, I know that.
You looked like you was lost.
This is my son, Dalen. He's a senior at Fern Creek High School. And it's from Friday night's game.
Photo credit.
Okay, so that's still up in the air because I'll let Alonzo and John A take pictures. I do the first half, they do the second half because they go down and they're right behind the team. Which that might not have been the best timing to have a camera in somebody's face, but
Bokoya was ready for it.
I think Alonzo took that picture.
Really good picture.
Yeah, he's sideburnless.
He's everythingless.
Oh, now
What you
that you
mean?
can see a side by side. For our followers.
Is this gonna be a poll? Are we gonna have you have people vote on this?
Girl, you already know.
I don't think he looks like me. I don't
I think
see
you
it.
put some focus on.
So, audience, we're going to do a poll. Give it a heart if he looks like her, or a thumbs up if he doesn't. Can't have no negative emojis.
Oh. Okay.
So okay, So the story about my nose, because me, mom told me how to shape my nose. So I think Dalen has my post-shaped nose.
Oh, epigenetics.
Right. Because this is not the nose I was born with, but this is the nose I shaped it into. And he had kind of has that nose.
He does. Ain't no
Does
kind.
he?
Darren's at story point.
Did he walk down
Unless they
What
ride
is
it.
a Joe Buddy?
there? That is going to be real country. But yeah,
Anything else we want to add or discuss? Talked about super fan, culture from the sidelines, and beef.
I don't have no beef.
I just have my moments. I might yell out something real silly.
I be having beef with the referees. Because it's just
Y'all
it's
be. I
too
told
many
her, I said,
flags.
can we yell BS? Can we do that cheer? Can we say that? She's like, no, girl, no.
Because I don't want the players to get penalized during the game or after for the ruckus we be causing.
But we could boo. So we booed.
We booed real loud.
For real?
Oh, yeah. Them flags was bogus. Them calls was
Girl,
bogus.
the flags was up in the air. It was ridiculous.
Speaking of ridiculous, this game Saturday, me and Mario went back and kind of calculated. I don't think we got any first downs without penalties. Like all of our first downs came from penalties, which is crazy. It was a rough one.
Yeah, there was a whole it was a good ride home conversation. I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't get that. I didn't get
Okay.
that.
Well, I got your side from my son. He gave it to me.
Oh,
But it's bad when the outcoming players at that age, because these kids ain't even high school yet, said, I feel sorry for y'all next year unless y'all get a new coach.
and there's some of the stuff we talked about as parents as well. Some of
Yeah.
the play calling is questionable.
And then I look at it again, okay, because at that point you have to put the faith in the child that they know what they're talking about. Because I don't know football.
Right.
But then when Alonzo can come home and explain everything, then he was like, okay, it didn't look right. It wasn't right.
Yeah.
And this is why.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And player placement, it was the key this year. Like it's just there's some adjustments that have been made in previous games that kind of rescinded this game, and you could see the difference. But anywho,
I don't know. I just always tell my kids, y'all will take it back. Because I'm not used to being, and not to say it's a losing football team, but I've been a football manager ever since I was in the 7th grade. Ain't that weird? And then, I don't know,
was you in high school?
I was in junior high.
Girl, you remember that practice field that she used to walk
No,
to?
I'm saying my brain said ever since, and
Oh,
that
no.
carried
Was I
on
in high school?
since.
No. I was a loyal fan in high school. That's why I stood up every game right behind the team on defense. I don't think I ever sat down for a football high school game. But it's different now. Kids play different. Kids is smaller, some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing beats the purple.
Very true.
And then Tanisha's like, I can't. Mail don't look too good this year, though. When I can't wait till y'all play them. I was like, girl, that was not what you. That's not how you say that. No, that's not how you say that.
So there's the current conflict we have in this household. So that night, Jalen's senior night,
It's Halloween.
is the night Manuel plays Mel, and it's a rivalry game.
It
Oh,
sure is.
Halloween, Lord Jesus.
Sure is.
And so the current debate is Darian going to either? Which event is he attending? So
Girl.
Oh my God, what you said just, oh my God, it just brought something full circle to me. But Alonzo said the other day in the car,
mm,
he don't want to go to manual, he wants to go to mail. And I was like, well, just because you went to no, don't mean you have to go to mail.
Why does he want to go to Mail? Because
Coach
he got
already
Manual.
said that's not a, yeah, Coach already said that's not the direct path. He was like, I don't want to go to manual. I was like, why not? It's like, I think I want to go to mail. Anyway, full
it
circle
could be
moment.
a marching band thing because I think Mail does competitive.
Then manual.
I think Manual did they stop this year?
they stopped. This was the first year they hadn't done it, or second. Yeah, they don't do competitive.
Darian's home. They sound good because I've been listening to them right before football practice is over with.
But I don't know. They could that purple and gold dog. It's not that dog. The Bulldogs could they could turn it up because it's a rival game, but I don't see them winning.
Oh, is
Yeah.
they?
Male.
Well, you know you play different when it's your
That's what I'm
rival.
saying. They could turn it up because it's a rival game. But
And so Mario brought that up too. He should be on the podcast. We were talking about the difference in play. So Bullet East just played Fern Creek, right? And the homecoming game for Manual, that's who they played. And they beat Bullet East like 30-0. It's just different caliber.
Because some reason it slipped my mind that we beat them last year.
yeah,
Mhm.
I thought Frank Creek lost too.
I thought you. Sorry, my phone said. I think they can't hear you, son.
I know I heard I called you.
That's all I heard. And he was like,
I don't know what's happening. They just got back from getting food. Darian called me a million times and I didn't answer my phone. So, listen,
what they get to eat?
some Caribbean food. Let's place off of Papa Level.
They drove over the well? Caribbean Kitchen?
He
No.
will drive. He will drive. Yes.
I think they moved that. Because it used to be on Mutual. They do have some good food because we used to order it up at Norton's. I think it's the Caribbean Kitchen, and they moved it right across from Indies at that four-way stop.
It's down the street. Close. It's across the street from that club.
The Gentleman's Club.
That one.
Bye bye.
She gonna come back on here and have some food in her mouth and jaws all
Exactly.
full. I wonder if she got some plantains.
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 Oh my god. And she's back.
She's back.
They didn't know what to give me to eat, so they got me something anyway. So I think they got me a sushi roll. And I've been craving sushi. So give me. for me. Anything we're looking forward to going into this week?
No. Besides,
Yes. Go ahead.
am I looking forward to the mail game? I feel like I am. I'm looking more forward to playing at home at the home stadium for the first game all
Facts.
season.
So is the home side still gonna be the home side?
No,
Oh, I didn't think so.
that's why they ain't tore them bleachers down because they're gonna leave them for the other people. Y'all get the small ones. We get the big ones. It's kind of like all the other schools are set up, like how Ballard is set up. Soon as you, where theirs is, as soon as you come in, ours is on the other
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
I
Now,
see.
if they move the gate, because you know
That's
where
what
the
I was
gate
about to
is right now,
say.
because right now they have it tore up. That's where the construction truck be driving through there. If they move the gate to that part, then that would be fine.
But that means you're going to have to walk farther from your car to get to the gate.
No, the gate would be right in the middle of all the parking spaces. You would have to get there early to get close to the gate.
I see.
Because now where I'm saying the gate would be is real close to the elementary school playground.
Okay. Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
Um, Tanisha, you're looking forward to this week.
I don't know. Regular season's over and some playoff action, which don't officially know whether it's starting this weekend or not. But just I feel like playoffs is the competitive part of the season for us this year. So just excited because it's winter go home.
Well, varsity went home this week. That was our final game. So Darian's football season has concluded. Now we will pivot to basketball. I don't know how long because with this school system, it's either a week or 2 week break. I can't remember. In the meantime, he still has marching band and jazz band.
I think Alonzo said 2 weeks.
Yeah. So he's gonna miss this Friday marching band stuff. If they have it, I don't know. And me with his weekend mom.
Also known as Celeste.
That's my son. That's my son.
Mm-hmm.
I need to watch his little clothes over here in this overnight bag. So he can
Well,
have
thank you for that.
some jammy jams to sleep in this morning.
God.
Yeah, I'll probably need to drop some clothes this week.
I'll be here tomorrow.
Come over here today.
You working from home?
Who?
You.
Yeah, because Alonzo's got a doctor's appointment out on Dutchman's tomorrow
Oh,
at 8:30. Lee, what is the process when you take your child to school down there late?
you take them to the front of the school. I just have him walking with the doctor's note, and then they practically sign themselves in.
Okay, good. Kind of like the high school.
Yeah. He just has to. I don't know if he's ever buzzed himself in that front door.
We'll find out.
And so,
I'll go there with him.
yeah, maybe the first time
Yeah.
I'm checking my son in. He had a doctor's appointment. Coach Glenn usually mans that door in the middle.
Do what?
The football coach, you sometimes mans that door and the metal detector. FYI, if you see a familiar face.
That's why Alonzo said they security guards. Okay.
Anything else you want to add before we close out the episode?
We just like to say Well, y'all both.
Because I'm thinking neck if you buck.
I was gonna say we do not condone in violence. You were talking about some look if you buck. I was gonna say yes. We do not condone in violence. And I think most of the times me half the time I don't really act out because you represent so many things. So not only is it a reflection of you, but all the things that you represent. Um, so I might say some things, but
No, that's my sideline personality. You cannot. No, I do not receive that message.
see, we're gonna pray for you, sis. We're gonna pray for you.
That is my sideline personality. She is not the same.
Is that your alter ego? Is that what we
Yeah.
call it? Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know. I don't know. I ain't gonna say because maybe I just ain't there yet. Like I said, it's little league, so you can't. Maybe that's why I feel the way that I feel because you really can't get too mad about it. Like you can get mad at the refs, get mad at the fans, and then that's another thing too is how certain organizations already appear to be, and I just look at them and shake my head, and I'm like, I can't do all that.
I was just thinking about, what she said and being on the sidelines. You do represent your child, the school, and then if the coaches know who you are, you can't get away with it.
Lee
Be
said,
acting
"Bump what
out of
y'all said."
order. I just be very animated. I don't be saying stuff out of order. Sometimes. I be clock managing. Sometimes I be clock managing. I do. Lots of clock running. Lots of clock not running. Y'all gave touchdown to the wrong team. I mean, but those things need to be called out.
What are you doing, Tutu?
I haven't said I've calmed down on the sidelines in football for sure.
Football. We didn't talk about football.
I want to know. Tutu was his football number.
And she said she's calmed down. Now you don't say everything out loud.
Yeah. Right.
Is it gonna be like that basketball?
I can make no promise.
It won't be.
Because my story, and that's like I said, I can't overreact because y'all already doing it, and I just like I'm a hub, so I feel in where that energy there is no energy, and y'all already got that energy.
Not
Like when we all yelled at
waste.
the wrong time last night or Friday night at that football game. We all yelled. It was like 3 rows of people. We got faked out on the play with
We
the
sure
team.
did.
And we all yelled and looked up and the ball was still going. I was like, oh, fuck.
That's what I said. I said, oh shit, we all got faked out.
Hilarious.
Girl, yes. Ooh.
But now with Love Angela here, she was like, I'm gonna be quiet the first quarter, first half. It ain't even 2 minutes in the first quarter, the first half.
We try to implement that. I remember we tried to implement that at one no game league. And I was like, give them a reason to make you yell. You let them have the first half and then you yell the second half.
I did good. This is basketball again, a sport that I've played, so I don't have as much energy invested as with football because I've never played football. So I think that's why the energy is different.
You have to play football.
Powerpuff, and I sat my old ass down after that as well. That injury still bothers me to this day.
It's probably gonna bother you for the rest of your life.
Got it. Was that a 2-point conversion or was that a touchdown?
Yes, and I sat down.
Oh my God.
My gosh, Tamika was so mad. She was like, wait, you're not going to get the game. I said, no, I hurt myself.
And when I sent you that post of the women getting tackled, they got grass in their mouth. I was like, oh no.
Thought
Lee,
about that life.
remember when you did that? Ooh, no.
Break a bone if I did this. No,
Mm-mm.
not doing it. I've had my stints. I'm good. I'm not about that life.
I'm old. It is something on my porch, y'all. Sweet baby Jesus.
Stop.
Because my window's open. So it's either a possum or a raccoon.
Okay, sidebar. So, no, we can end the episode. Then we can tell the outcast story.
Who's the closer? He's the closer.
I'm the closer. So, thank you all for joining Sisters on the Sideline in today's episode. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Now, what if I wasn't recording this at the time?
Are you gonna stop it?
I'm trying to figure out how to stop. There we go.